Oh, it's terrible. Oh, God. Oh. Start the stream. Squeaky chair. This is weird. Taste horrible. Yeah, you hear that whistle? Yeah. It's a pretty bad whistle. Not too high pitched, but it took me 21 years. That's right, 21. I learned like what, last week? The threaded cane is the only one that's kind of its own. There's the Chicago, there's also a Ripper Tosh, which I'm already pretty far. I got a bunch of arcane on. There's very few weapons I can use. Alright, just messing with the volume. Because how I do it is I'm going to hear a little bit of an echo, but that's like how I make sure the stream's still going. Down! That was dumb. We're gonna need all the bullets I can get. Oil your Seskas. Oh! Somebody separate the vessels. Each man knows it. You sound bullet. And let's this is the dog place. Don't want to drink any more of that horrible drink. I probably didn't put enough into it. I tried Leo, but it's absolutely. The blue one's good. Only the blue. Alright. Oh, control right. I was actually pushing it with my index. Sometimes I do like this weird controller, and it's back from whenever I used to play a lot of fighting games. used to my right hand on all the top buttons because it was easier to do combos back then. It's just weird things that some kids did. I didn't always do it, and even when I play fighting games today, I don't do that. Try not to use bullet. Oh, that's not my gun. Screw it. Whoops. What I should have done is use some, take some health away. Like boom, boom. Oh, that's great, because the next people... interesting again? See, what's the difference between the Yarnum? Beasthood's exactly the same. It's more Beasthood than the Hunter's Scar, so for some weapons it does better. Sweet. Oh, that's the best case scenario right there. Don't give up. What was that other one? This whole attack is effective. No mercy for hunters.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
He might have some sanity left in him because of that comment. He's just dead. Gonna shoot his gun, it's gonna be annoying.
Oh, what's that smell? Sweet blood. Oh, it seems to me it's enough to make a man sick.
Oh, fuck. I was over-prepared for that fight. I believe during his normal phase, if you use the music box, he actually goes crazy a lot. But if you do it during just the wolf phase, it only does it once. So when he does it the first time, go for a visceral attack. If any weapon that you have at +2, it should do around the same amount of damage I do. If it's the axe, I believe it does a little bit more. The thread cane does a little bit less. We got some insight for that. There's another item right there that we need to get. Oh, we don't have it yet. This blonde lady. A red jeweled brooch. Item, I'll probably come back to look at this to see if it's still there. But first thing, this little girl gave us the music box, which is one of my favorite items in the game. Just because I like it's just kind of like the Hello Stone to me from Dark Souls. Small music box received from a young Yarnum girl. Plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old image. 2 names can be made out of it, however faintly. Viola and Gascoigne. So, let's read the red jewel. A woman's bright red brooch engraved with the name Viola. Perhaps the jewel is a gift from a hunter, used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. With proper workshop tools, various weapons can be fortified. So, this quest can go multiple ways. Like, one, as I said, you can use that brooch to fortify a weapon. That's one option. We're gonna go back to the little girl and give it to her. That's another option where... I'm not gonna give it to the little girl. Let's see what she does, because I don't think I've ever not given it to her. I'm trying to think, what's the fastest way? Might just be go down the ladder and run to them. What's up? Don't know. Got these for the damn thing. But the guy's back up there staring at that body. I believe this is the fastest way from that, from after being Gascoigne to go to the little girl. I don't know. There might be a faster way. I don't know. I'm going this way. I got a ton of blood echoes. Now, if you actually slow down an initial attack, I believe you actually have claws, which is interesting. I don't know. I hope I need to play the rest of the game. I haven't been in the game. Let's talk to the little girl, and I'll explain more about whatever story I was telling.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum. Yes? Okay. I can wait. Mum knows I'm really brave, and you're very kind. I won't be afraid. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
Alright, so she says I'm very kind, so.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum.
Hmm. Let me see something. What the hell? Oh. I just read how to do this, and I did the right-ish thing. I'm just gonna use a mark. I think this is the only quest that I have ever completed to an extent. Yeah, I don't have a good answer what to do. All that really happens, we just lost out on an item. It's a weird place to have. I don't know. I'll tell it after the cutscene. It's a weird place. I was gonna say to have the front door, but it's actually a back door to tend to the graves, I guess. Now that I was thinking about it more, let's talk to this person.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does. Always has, you know. since forever. But it won't end nicely. Not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about 'em, tell 'em about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell 'em to come on over. If you wouldn't mind. I know I shouldn't be asking you, but if you happen upon someone while hunting, tell 'em about this here Erden Chapel. If they seem worth being told, that is. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
Doesn't matter how much I add, it's still terrible.
I know I shouldn't be. If you happen to, if they oh.
So I'll leave the light on. The light's like over there, and I'm like right here. Let's see, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Spin my, it's awesome. I want like multiple. That was a weird whisper. It's weird, there's like trees. There's something out there. Can't really tell. Let's talk to Giaman.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion. Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods, and the few that found their way to the surface were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say? One of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet, a town of beasts. The perfect place for a hunter.
Alright, I get it. Escape the strip hunter to the health source. that's weird. Looking at the little dudes. Blood gem. We don't have a blood gem. What can we fortify? Anything? What we can do is up the damage of our pistol. I'm not gonna do that, but I will repair. And here's the storage. We don't have a lot of bullets slash everything else in there. It's all kind of strung about. We're just gonna buy a ton of those. I'm gonna go back to US Fesca's and see if she's gonna go with something else. It's a little darker.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then.
That sounds weird.
If you find anyone who's still human, send them straight to Yusefka's clinic. You can assure them there's no place safer. Please, do me this service. If you find you please.
That's weird. Well, not only does it seem darker, but she seems pretty odd. Mostly because she doesn't call us Hunter anymore. And she didn't even say if you could do a good hunt. I don't know if I go. Talk to some more people before we move on.
I'm afraid before I take this, I make no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this town gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human. Don't you worry about me.
Oh yeah. Go through here. You could do some bullet farming there, by the way. Might do some later. One place I know is better. This weapon used by certain members of the Healing Church spits searing flames by using blood-imbued quicksilver bullets as a special medium. Not the most efficient weapon by any stretch, but sometimes sea of flames is just what the doctor ordered. Besides, the beast of Yemen can always use a good cleansing. I know that's a pretty good arcane gun, I believe. Because instead of physical, it does that. This goes with arcane, as you can tell. So, it's not the worst, I believe. It's definitely not the best. It has its uses against some bosses. Oh, you did it too, you bitch. Kill all the dogs, because I don't trust any of the dogs.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you once had got off your arses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
Sure. Just need a udon.
Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt.
Udon.
Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
You got me and my little eye peeking out. Where's the hunter's mark? The more I'm looking at like the weapons from Dark Souls, from Demon or no, Bloodborne. None of those games. It's just like the weirder, just because they're not that much. Can't use any left-hand weapons while the weapon is transformed. It's interesting. The Beast Claw. Alright, time to go to the Cathedral Ward. Do more stuff. How do you get the Sinister? We must use the sinister resonant bell. From the best for one site, it must be purchased first before the item becomes available. Small resonant bell. Do I not have that? Yeah. Oh, there's the person in the one outfit. Treat Rollman with care. Fine.
Oh no, I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess that Yarnum's in is all your fault. Stupidity outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know you were trying. You. Stay away from me. I know all your tricks.
Not all of my tricks. For I don't know where I am. It's the trickiest trick of them all. And there's another trick. I disappeared. I'm gonna take a swig of this nasty water because of that. Oh. It's not bad, so bad that I'm gonna throw up, but it tastes absolutely horrible. Oh, you get back down. Bitch. I should really farm more of those health items. They're not hard to farm. It's just... Oops. I'm doing horrible. Alright, that also wasn't the way to go. Yep, that's why. Ow. Yeah. It's weird. See that I remembered. Top hat, a hat worn by hunters who admire formality. Some hunters place in emphasis on form, as seen by the use of the threaded cane. For them, formality, beauty, and justice are the very essence of our humanity, and precisely what keeps hunters from becoming something else. So yeah, as you can see, it has almost no beast to it. Unannounced by cover of night. Ooh, I find that interesting. It has less frenzy resistance, and that the only difference is that one's more blunt. It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. So the only difference is the jetpack. The block code, does that work with this one? It does not. Look how it works with this one. Kind of. You just gotta wear this one just because, for one, my guy's not from around here. So it doesn't make sense for him to wear the Yarnum. Use some bloodstones. Shards. Don't have a lot of bullets. Why don't I have any bullets? That's what I get with the bitch. The fuck? I'm actually getting mad that I'm not having all the bullets. More health files. You get a monocle, and I'm actually gonna customize these real fast. There we go. With all my favorite things. Weird deformed face. Get some charge. Alright, so we got a ton of blood shards. So we'll be able to level up the blood cleaver pretty high. Where should we go next? Because we got everything from this area that we really need. That thing's still going on. There's a gate up there that I don't really want to go to yet, because I don't have all the right things for it. Some blood vials and everything. The only thing I don't like is the abysmal amount of bullets that I have.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well, let me stand. Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Alright, thank you. Do I have any of those? No, I don't. Strange. You can almost fully level up another one. Should I? I don't know. Screw it. We'll level it up once. Just give me. Give me the sinister bell of sinisterness. Got a new weapon, bud. D&E or 2Ds. It has better scaling. That's interesting. Get over here. Ah, damn it. Some dew. Some Molotovs. Some bullets. Some madman's knowledge. Is that a joke? There's only illusionary walls, I believe, in the Chalice dungeons. So they say. Wish we can have a musket. At least a better pistol that doesn't look like a... This looks like a mini blunderbuss. So that bullet's huge as fuck. I don't think that thing's gonna aim straight.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligarius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
Sure.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Some fire paper. And pray.
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way. There must be oodles for us to share. Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest.
What about
As
the
you
healing
know,
church?
the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
Well, sure. What about Bergenworth, though?
Bergenworth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every
squeaky
hunter.
chair.
Well, once a group of young Bergenworth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Bergenworth. But today, The college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Bergenworth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate.
Alright.
I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
Excellent. There's actually a guy who people kind of translated to be like the new Solaire from Dark Souls 1. Just another guy who helps along the way, I guess. I still have not completed his questline, but I also haven't beaten this game because I've been lazy. Madman's knowledge. The usual, I guess. But I know this game's heavily influenced by H.P. Lovecraft. And you can kind of sense that with the words they use and things like that. The world's interesting. That's kind of what I'm putting at. Hey, bud. Can you visceral take these things? I never tried. Terrible try. Try again. Come on. Do something. Guess not. There's only human-like things that you can visceral attack. Good place to hide. Alright. Let's take it down. I do plan, this character, he's gonna try to use, strength weapons eventually. You just can't tell now. But, I'm trying to think. Where should I go? Town is long abandoned. Hunters not wanted here. Oh, we're gonna open the door anyway. I think this is the area that I'm most familiar with. Just because the boss, the actual main boss, killed me so many times. Yeah. No interesting story there. It's just that the boss killed me a ton of times. I can hear the person like, wow. Stuff. But this is the area I'm most familiar with because I died a ton of times. Like I said, after that there's the area that's after this, and then it's a new game for me. Did I switch to the Hunter's Torch? Yes, I did. Hunter's Torch is the best. But, strength... I'm sorry, I'm kind of new to talking and playing. So, my train of thought's going to be all over. But, trying to be strength, so that means... I'm going to try to use, Ludwig's. Ooh, ghost. Gonna try to use Ludwig's, like, you know, everybody else. But I mostly want to use, the Moonlight Sword that's in this game.
You there? Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at once. Old Yarnum, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those about. Turn back, or the hunter will face the hunt.
Interesting. That guy is really hard. Some blood vials. But he says turn back. Unfortunately, we cannot. Yeah, interesting thing about this is if you notice this guy, he kind of like was running. Some people wonder why. It's because look, same kind of monster, and I have a torch of fire. So he kind of sees, you know, his friends or whatever, like, you know, his people, basically were being burned alive. So this place is the best place to hold out for because of these guys. But, ow. I didn't do that fast enough for the heal. But, my kind of experiences with these kind of games, this guy has his eyes covered. I think he might be. He's a lot smoother. I think he's something different. I don't know. Kind of like these statues, actually. Huh. I don't know if those are priests or something, but I think this guy is what those statues were. Like, this is their beast form or something. And they're chained. But I'm getting off track, I guess. Well, hold up. I think he talks.
You are a skilled hunter, adept, as the best hunters are.
Thank you. Oh, God. Try and get, like, all of this talking without too much noise. Okay. Ooh. I hear something. I hear something. What? Ow! Well, this game's 100% best product. Oh. Heavy gem and an antidote. Can hear him. He must still be stuck. Some bloodstone shards. Oh, but my experience with these kind of games, like these Soulsborne games, I played all Dark Souls. Being all Dark Souls. This was a terrible idea. Whoa. What'd you want? But yet. Some kind of moaning. What is with you? Fight me! You. It's like a real player trying to use the dude. Come on, my health is low. Person has a lot of health. My only hope is a visceral attack. I'm bad at visceral attacks with people. As you can tell. Oh crap, messed that up. Oh. Now I know his... Ow. Okay. Check my surroundings. Ow, I don't like you. Not one bit. Oh, I am out of bullets. Let's retreat. Oh. What? I don't... Alright, he can reach me. Oh, he can reach me! And I forgot about you. I don't like you. Are you gonna... That is... I don't like that person, not one bit. Let's organize real quick. Let's get some bullets. Let's get some full health going. This guy's very hard. Never beaten him once. Well, I've killed him, but not a legit fight way. Thought you were supposed to say some dialogue. What? I have my torch out. No! Come on. Oh, you elusive. He is elusive. I don't think this is gonna work out for me. Oh yeah, this is not gonna work out for me.
I should think you still have dreams.
It did not work out for me.
Well, the next time you dream, give some thought.
I'm so sorry I talked dirt dialogue. I broke the one sacred rule. And I have no bullets. There's only one thing to do, and that's go for the charge set. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill that guy. Well, thank you. I did not want that far to drop down. Please, yo, obsessed. No, I'm not. It was like the wrong bullet. I mean, button. I can hear that thing up there. Alright. I don't think this is gonna end well. Alright, glad I bought a ton of antidote. Am I poisoned again? Oh, but I am very close. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, you can hear my chair, bro. I need to buy one. Yeah, please. And dance around them. Yeah, I'm so good. Ow, never mind. It ended. Fight me. Ha! Yo. Every now and then I'm checking the computer. I actually got viewers. Yay. Thank you, people watching. I hope I'm somewhat entertaining. Been lurking a while, so this is kind of your first playthrough. What I'm understanding? Why, yes. I am so sorry, I don't know when you type that. As you can tell from my view count, I am not used to the chat. So I'm gonna have to check every now and then. Ugh. But everyone hangs low, and beasts roll the street. Are we left no other choice than to burn it all to cinders? I am forgetting an item. There's the charred hunter's garb, and this is actually a special corpse. Well, I believe most of the corpses in this game are actually special. I knew I forgot something. It's another hunter's. It has a rifle spear, which I know about. I know I can't use it. I know it was overpowered whenever the game first came out. Because, our Dom pointed out, this is like my first kind of playthrough. That's because, oh, yeah. I never really had a PS4 for that long. I'd say I've only had it for a year. Ha! Tricked you. But I've only gotten past the 4th boss. I did not see you coming. Face my mighty torch. Never mind, stay back. Someone behind me. Tempting. I need to go back to, I was about to say Firelink, but no. Ooh. His face. I'm not gonna lie, if this was Dark Souls, no problem steaming through any of them. Except for the first one. I was streaming that the other day. And, stuck on the 14 on that one. But we're playing Bloodborne, so... let's talk about Bloodborne. I am bad. It is story. You could only go forward because backwards I heard something. I should have, and I am going to limit them in the hallway. Is there something on my back, or was that just my imagination? Alright. Very good maneuver that everybody does. I don't know about that, actually. I keep hearing something. Going to investigate. I don't see anything. Aha! Ow. Never mind. I really wanted to kill you with the torch. That was my only purpose in life for a little while. Madman's knowledge. Wonder if you hit it anywhere else, is it just... wonder if it's like completely drained of blood. But I also don't know a lot of the things over there. Got ritual blood. Spectre. He is the axe. There's more items up there. I don't remember how to get in. So, we should continue onward. And there's crows. Killed crows. Now we're going. I don't know what to talk about. That's the sad thing. I'm sorry for the other guy watching. I am not entertaining. I accidentally pressed triangle, but it worked out in the end. But I always try to get a friend on, but they almost never have time. Sad. I'm more entertaining with another person. Like, by myself, not entertaining. Another person, entertaining. Take that away, sad and lonely. Yeah. But, I think the only thing that I could say that's entertaining is maybe... The main things that I know how to talk about would be... Dark Souls, of course. A lot of FromSoft games. And you would know that I don't own a PS4 from this long, because the other thing that I know how to talk about, which is Halo. I knew that guy was there, because I always miss him. That other one's gonna be behind me pretty soon. Oh god. This is where it goes downhill. Alright. Finally got him. All he has is blood shards. My weapon is fully upgraded, and I need twins. I feel so confident. I lost my confidence. Get over here. I lost all confidence if he brings his friend. I did it! The ultimate strategy. The butt style. This is weird because how I record, because I had a problem with my stream a couple days ago. I actually hear myself twice. So that's another reason why all I got is excuses. But it's weird talking, because then I'll hear like a conversation I had, like, well, what I was saying, like a couple seconds ago. Remember when I first saw Bloodborne? I could not imagine going through here. Like, I seen Epic Name Bro play up to this boss. And there's something moving up there. But, what the? Can I not? Can I help you? So yeah, I seen him play like up to the boss, and then I kind of stopped because I was doing something else. I think I was... Got no idea when this game came out. I'm just glad that I'm playing it now, I guess. Sooner than... I remembered you. Because that scared the crap out of me the first time. And you do... You do not forget that. Even though I just showed that I forgot about that guy. But, yeah. I only played till the 4th boss in this game, as I keep on saying. Because, you know, I need to figure out a place to start talking. Yep, that's that. I don't have that many bullets, nor do I have that much. I was about to say Estus, but those are bloods. I don't know what they're called. You know, I can look up Sepsta's thing. Blood vial. Yep. Oh hey, bud. You have red eyes. You are dangerous. He is very dangerous. And he fooled me again. Stop off. And he did not get what I thought he was going to give. Sweet bullets. I can do it. Ooh. I'm just gonna get more shards. Can you combine them to make like dual shards or something? Wait a minute. It's weird. That's a weird face. Oh, it's covered up. Oh, that's weird. I know you can summon, what's his name? Right here. Alfred. I'm gonna try without him. First try. If I die again, I don't want to risk the souls. I say souls, I mean echoes. That's gonna take some time to get used to. I might as well also have the blood vial for emergencies. Some dew, just run through. I don't really care about them. I also, my stats aren't going to be as good as most skills. I said I was wasting skin. Just because I like the idea of fully customizing my character. That is not what I wanted. Sweet! And this is where it goes downhill. This is where it goes downhill. I'm gonna play you like a fool. It played me. Find me for real. Is it doing something? Well, yeah, it's doing something. It's doing a lot of things. It ended horribly. Well. Just watch the playback. That is so sad. Large medical pellets, supposedly ripping apart flesh from these. One sense of acid, feeding strength, and euphoric feeling alike. Alright, I have 2 insight. So I shall summon Alfred. Alright. Let's kill this guy because I was. That body looked weird. I remember last time I played, like, I took a big break from Bloodborne from last time I played. I remember that guy was actually still, like, you know, right here or something. He was, like, really close. These aren't as tough as I remember. I remember really being scared of them. Yeah, no blood's down. And I thought I heard something because the playback to make sure the stream's still going. Summon Alfred. Ding ding. But the main things I could talk about, let's get back to that conversation, is mostly Dark Souls, because me and my friend have been getting into the lore more. He keeps sending me like these random texts, be like, hey, do you know Rosaria could be Gwendolyn? And he sends me a video from the Ashen Hollow, which is a guy who I recently started watching, but he makes like the weird theories, like he'll put together evidence and he'll think of something that no one else thinks of, which I think is excellent. In this game, you can still do that, but it's not as, like, you know, guesswork as Bloodborne is. I think that's probably because of Bloodborne. I don't know if they were thinking of making a second. I don't know. Oh god, I didn't even see that. Isn't this the thing that was hanging up? I don't think I can catch a break. Oh, it adds a ton more health. I like the lock-on movement better than the unlock-on movement, though I can bet you the unlock movement is probably better. Just hit you in the face. I think about it, there's another thing I forgot to talk about. I used to be a Call of Duty player. Like, pretty hardcore. Like, oh, that's not a good place to do that. And I'm poisoned again. I have nothing. Wait a minute. I can wear Gascoigne stuff. Hold the fort down, Alfred? What Alfred? Oh, hey, bud. Oh, he actually does visceral things? Stuck in the wall. I don't know what it was about to do, but I also don't care to know. Can you visceral attack this thing? You can! Sweet. I don't like this thing anymore. One of these is gonna get him. I also use my bullets very frivolously. I am not frugal with the bullets. I am very scared though, frugal with my health. What should that do? Ah, there we go. The Promethea Chalice. Yank you. I almost called you Aladdin. It's Alfred. I don't know, I want to see that again in playback. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that was funny. But, I don't know what happened. It's probably just the way I built my character all crappy. But, I don't know.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire?
I desire level up.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close.
Shut your eyes. I'm not gonna keep doing it. I keep forgetting. Now I got a good chunk of levels. Enough to raise my health to 100. I might just do that. Because I do plan on using... I do plan to use Ludwig's Holy Blade, that's what I was trying to remember. I probably should have just bought the key thing. Might have just made this harder on me. Control blood. Oh, there's a lot of things I should have done. Oh god. Just looking over this, it's just nothing but regret. Oh, I got no more bullets. Ah, that's animation. Alright, I got 3 incense. I also have clothes, of which I do not want to wear. the difference between the hunter garb and that, ooh. Better physical. Less arcane, less bolt. I don't know why I got like the weird hair. Let's see, I believe there should be something in the church. Let's see if I can get my friend to play with me so I could be more entertaining to the one viewer who watches me. Get on. See Bloodborne. Bloodborne. I did not read that before I sent it. Play cab you get on Bloodborne. Is it different outside? Because I know after you beat each boss it changes a little. But this is the door that opens. And after this, no memory of what happens. Fall back. Aha! Bullet! And we got communion. Basically. Oh, there's a thing here. I wasn't even thinking of that. I was looking for items on the ground. What is that? It's like a weird, like, hairy rat human thing. Okay, run around. There's a person with a gun. First focus. Last focus. Death. I embrace thee. I'm thinking they made the items and everything really specific in this game, probably because, not that they wouldn't, but it's just like, you know, not their plan to make a second Bloodborne, kind of like Demon Souls. They might want, you know, because they had it exclusive because, you know, it was easier, probably. I don't know, they might make a Bloodborne too. There's been rumors. I don't know what FromSoft's working on now. I wouldn't mind a Bloodborne too. That's another thing about, they made this exclusive to the PS4. That's another thing. If you make it exclusive, you do get more, I would say, production money. I think. That's probably a lot, just because I would imagine PlayStation was like, I really want you to do like a standalone thing, where they kind of branched off from that. I don't know if they wanted to, or if like that was just the best financial way. Plus, making for PlayStation is probably easier for them because is their main branch in Japan? Oh god, no! I'm sorry. I'm talking about FromSoft. That's what I'm thinking of. Hey, bud. Oh, you fell off. I remember you did a ton of damage. Oh! Oh, you fell off too. Oh, there's no reason to go back down. There's the ladder. I'll use the health things like whenever I want, just because the health ones are generally easier for me to get. I need to do a bunch of farming. Or I could just be like, you know, just do a bunch of blood echo farming. Just call it a day. Because I was thinking, like, because they get expensive the longer the game gets, I believe. Because games like, oh, you can acquire more. So, you acquire more in blood echo, so we'll make it more expensive, so it's about, you know, the same value. Which, yeah, that's actually, I think that's very interesting. Not interesting, but like a very good idea. Yeah, it's pretty funny, again. Radiant Sword Hunter's bad, alright, and then we can get... I should have just dumped it all in strength. I forgot we get this. Locked. Rolling is effective. Time for roll. I agree with both those. I like writing messages. Like, there's actually a lot of people who don't write messages, which I think if they're clever or if they're, like, you know, relevant, I think you should write them, just because, not that a person worked hard on them, but kind of gives that sense of community, I guess. Like a small part, which I don't know how the Bloodborne community is. 'Cause I know how the Dark Souls community is, and I would assume they're either hand in hand with just, like, you know, no PC or Xbox people. Are you alive? Finally examine his chair. But I would assume that the Bloodborne is probably less toxic than the Dark Souls community. One of those people who says it's toxic because the friend that I was trying to get... I did not mean to do that. The friend I was trying to get to play, he is part of the problem. Let's see. I know. Because I got this achievement not long ago! When I say he's part of the problem, it's just because he will literally play a person. Like in player versus player, PvP. Some weird voices. He'll play it, but then he'll message them, be like, you know, if they do something he doesn't like, you know, if they just like block their shield because they're new or whatever reason. He'll send them like a message, and it'll be like, you know, not obscenities, but probably obscenities. So, you know, really terrible things. He'll just say horrible things. It's the best way I could put it. Ooh, the old hunters, can I actually use it yet? Sweet! I never had enough to use it. Oh, sweet, I look cool. I've never used that thing before. Oh, my feet. Item, small hair ornament. Oh, it doesn't last that long. Oh, there's the doll that everybody talks about. Wrong thing. Still, always getting used to the controller. Let's People always talk about her fingers moving. Yeah, her pointer finger on her left hand. It moves slightly. Almost like towards her eyes and stuff. I don't know. I don't see anything. It looks pretty vacant. I wonder if there's another use for the music box. Or if it's just from that one fight with Gascoigne. 1/3 of umbilical cord. Does that mean there's 3? I can only assume there's 3, because this is 1/3. The bone of an old hunter whose name is lost. It is said that he's an apprentice to old gearman and a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. It is most appropriate that hunters carriers of the torch are substained by the dream would tease an old art from his remains. I don't know, that's weird. It's kind of cool. I've never read... What's this? A great relic, also known as the Cord of the Eye. And what's it with the 1/3? Every infant Great One has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every Great One loses his child and then yearns for a surrogate. The 3rd umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. I probably said that word wrong. I'm gonna keep on reading. Used to gain insight, or so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. So that's just to get things. I'm not gonna use it because I think it's special. I don't know what it is. Versus sense of restoring large amount. Keep that. Nothing else I really want to read. You have 30 of those things. Small plain hairpin. Although it has been lost for quite some time, you can still see signs of care which this tasteful ornament was once kept. Tasteful, I guess. Its color would stand out most brightly against a head of grayish hair. Alright, so let's go back to the hunter's dream and see how much the sword is. That's the main thing. Alright, so instead of magic, I guess, that's like the arcane thing.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? What? What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel. A yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, hunter. Could this be joy? Ah.
I've never looked at her before. She just does not look like she cares about me. She's got those hands. She sounds very proper. Alright, I want to reinforce my weapon. I'll talk to Gearman because I want to see what he says about the bone. Oh wow. Right, I don't have any of that. Repair. Bludgeon fortification. Physical attack 0.7. Physical attack 1.4. Physical attack strength scaling. So we're gonna add that one. Seems like it does more damage. Cool. Now let's see what Gimmer says.
The healing church and the blood ministers who belong to it were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop. Today, most ministers don't recall the hunters, but they have much to offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to Erden Chapel. Ascend to Erden Chapel. From there, you will find the church workshop. Ascend from there.
Alright, we already found the workshop. I guess I didn't talk to them yet. Does this get anything new from discovering that? I think fire paper. Oh, that's, well, so one insight is basically the amount for 720. Or 2,000. 2,000. You could also buy shards. Can you sell them? I need 20,000. Or 2. What? Let's explore the old labyrinth on behalf of the Healing Church. Healing Church traces its roots to Barrenworth, and it's therefore aware of the ruins' true importance. They contain much more than mere 100 trinkets. Indeed, they hide the very secrets that old great ones sought after by those with the insight to imagine greatness. Alright, so we could do a Chalice dungeon. Which I don't know how to. I think I'm doing alright. I just press X. Because there's different menus, and I don't understand that. Close finish, a chalice rests upon the altar. You may now explore the dungeon. Shared fixed dungeon. Chalice with the 3 and 7Q. I don't know what that means. Bastard Laron. Laron's infant infected by the scared, the harbinger curses and symbol of defilement. A hunter hit. I thought that opened something. Alright, the first thing is just a door that you lift up. I want to get 20,000 souls. Sings. Those are rats. Oh. Oh, 2 shots too. Come here. I want to try the shield out. Because I am used to playing Dark Souls. What the hell? Oh god! Is it oil? Looks shiny. That's okay. The heal thing makes it very overpowered. blood vials. I'd still would rather have a gun. Come down here. Back to my world. I swung and missed so many times. But I saw something. Oh, but I think this is how. Yeah, a squeaky chair. What the fuck? I don't have hunt. Haha, I have an antidote. Use a shield again? I never thought about using a shield in this game, but I played too much Dark Souls. I think it's dangerous. With some fire paper. Ow! How's that thing? Ow! Got more. Some fire paper. I'm gonna try using this. Sweet! Ready to fight me? Ow! Oh, doesn't work anymore. There's another one? Nah. Got my gun out. Alright. Go! Sweet. I believe in myself also. The gym too. What's this say? Time for treasures. Unlocked. Somewhere a door has opened. How's this treasures? I'm keeping the shield. Oh, I forgot about this. Did I just jump down? Nothing dangerous. Hooray for being a Dark Souls player, but I also that guy's scared me. Also, if I have the shield, I have this bone and consumes the bullets. What the What's this thing? What the fuck? Let me at it. Lower yourself, please. Anything else? Some Molotovs. Fuck's up the end there. I want to say that word. I'm trying to cuss less. All these things are horrible. A gun. Whoa! Oh, but what I was trying to say before I lost my train of thought, this dungeon actually reminds me, like, if you ever read H.P. Lovecraft, which it's this whole thing about, basically, I don't know, he kind of invented this thing. What the... It's this whole thing, he does a bunch of these short stories. And they're all kind of like placed in these kind of worlds that are kind of, not really put together, but a lot of people like really like his stuff. And it's interesting read because, not that he like, you know, he uses like a lot of big words. Makes me sound dumb, but he like uses it to guess like better visualize the things. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm on my phone trying to get my friend. Cause I am boring. I'm also telling my ran out of stuff to say. But now H.P. Lovecraft, whatever, he used a lot of big words to kind of better describe. Plus, it's supposed to be kind of the unknown. So for me, I'm American, we don't use all those big fancy words. What? We don't believe the actual American like language is. There's like 10,000 or something words. We only use like 2,000. So some of the words that he says, like, I had to think about. Because I do know more than the average American, I guess. We probably know more than 2,000. That's just like the average they say. And those are probably like, they got a lot of people who don't usually go to school or something. Because I can't know more than average. I didn't really care about school, so I didn't really try. So I would assume that most people know a lot of things. I don't know. Is there a boss usually at the end of these? Ah, crap. Probably want to use the old 100 bombs too. Ooh. Do a lot of damage. It did not do too much. Alright, good match. Is there any blood things? Yes. Do I have enough yet? No, I don't. I also need to spend it all on the strength, so hold up. Might as well do that.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire?
Items. Lots and lots of items.
Very well. Let me stand.
And I don't even have enough of that. Let's see, what's this? Shiny coin. It's usually for what, 60 seconds? Why would I want to update Facebook? Well, hey, some people. You know, it's the most exciting moments of my life.
Don't you worry.
Drop anything. Let's get that guy. Ooh, some blood vials. Oh, one. I think about it. Wouldn't it just be easier just to use blood bullets? Quicksilver, blood vial. some of that. Some of that. Do I want more health or more bullets? Probably buy more bullets and then do the next dungeon or whatever it's chalice or something. I can sell items. Where was this? I could sell a ton of these. I don't care about that. Hearts? Is it like the boss? I guess there's a lamp for each one. Can I just take in the elevator or something? Ah. Screw you, Potter. Bullet. That does not sound good. What is that? Another one. It's just wandering in or something? Because it disappears. This is actually getting kind of creepy. And that's actually getting me kind of mad. And I can't wait. Like Apashka's characters and whatnot. Oh. I died! And it's time to stop. So, I guess I'll see you guys later. Thank you for whoever watched this. So yeah, see ya.